Bobby Sellers.
Sellers' Jeep fiberglass CJ Funny car now has a mark of 2.41 seconds to beat, as you just saw the Gladiator take the #1 spot.
Going against Wasted Wagers of Larry Tribe.
You know, anybody with common sense would have bet on the lightweight Jeep CJ to win that one. Shives, last year's runner-up with a brand-new full-body pickup, actually gets the win. Again, there is a problem in that right-hand lane down around three-quarter track that you better have some power to be able to get through. The Mud Devil gets stuck in that spot. 4.74 seconds will keep him way down the line.
It certainly will. All right, here comes the replay on our other racer.
Shives with the brand-new Ford did a great job, 2.86 seconds. Right now, though, that's only good for the #5 position in this lineup. But still, talking about a 3,300-pound full-body truck.
All right, next pair. Brings us Wild Bosco, driven by Mark Shaver, and Pete Toy, driven by David Ruggles.
The Pete Toy machine, an altered wheelbase compact pickup. You don't see them on the street too much. 3 goes to green. Tremendous amount of power for both machines. I think those runs are probably going to be good enough for one of the top 2 spots.
They had their hands full trying to control these machines. Look at this!
I'll tell you what, the Pete Toy machine, you couldn't use up any more of this mud course. The lap time, 3.02 seconds with a lot of driving going on in that cockpit. The 302 won't be good enough for one of the top 5 spots. And interestingly enough, this run looked even stronger. Again, sideways, bouncing off that high berm we talked about.
He sure did. He just kissed that one wall and brought it back into the center of the track.
It's almost like having an extra driver in there. It'll put you right. 2.81 seconds, though. Won't be good enough for one of the top 4 positions, as this field is getting quicker and quicker.
Certainly is. Here comes the Mudcat, driven by Chris Brantford, going against Boz Wild, Scott Lynch.
Lynch gets a good starting line advantage, but both machines have problems down there near the end, especially the full-body Chevy truck. I'll tell you, again, the fiberglass-bodied, lightweight Jeeps actually seem to be having a problem here.
All right, the Mudcat is going through with a time of 5.11. And look at the problem he's having getting through that mud body.
That's that hole, I guess, basically, down around the 80-foot mark that has really been giving people problems in that lane. The Chevy won't be a factor as far as the threat to the leader is concerned. In the other lane, the fiberglass Jeep machine having the same problem. Starting line launch was excellent, but look at the rear end starting to drop. You know the weight is getting the better of it. Still the elapsed time, 2.60 seconds. That's good right now for the #2 spot in this field.
Driver's really working that wheel, trying to keep it straight.
I'll tell you what, we've got monster trucks and lots of them. And coming up, we'll be seeing the first round of monster truck eliminations. Don't even think about going away. Ladies and gentlemen, to Anaheim, California at Anaheim Stadium for the continuation of the U.S. Hot Rod Association Camel Mud Racing and Monster Truck National Championship Series, all brought to you by the legendary sound of Kicker stereo speakers by Stillwater Designs. Well, Jerry, it looks like we've already got our qualified field set in the monster truck action. Right now, we're getting ready for the first round of actual competition. We've already seen some great runs, including Taurus. It's quite surprising.
That's right. But coming up right now is the first round, and it's going to be the #10 qualifier going against the #5 qualifier.
That's right. The Ohio driver, Larry Turo, with the Hercules Ford Ranger, qualified pretty far down the field, takes on the young killer, Dale Boucher, the Californian, the AM/PM Rocket.
All right, here we go. Green flag goes up. They're on their way.
Pretty even start. And this kid is something else. Larry Turo doing his best to keep up with him, but he has problems coming down off the cart. That's going to hurt him a bunch, Gary.
Oh, he's got his hands full. Here comes the Rocket.
Not even close. Boucher backs out of the throttle to save the equipment. Actually, Turo was making a pretty good run of it there at the last few feet, but it was nowhere near enough. We just received word, Jerry, that Taurus, the #1 qualifier, apparently will not be able to return for elimination.
That's right. He tore up some suspension parts. Tough break for Jack Woolman.
Well, we've still got some killers in this field. Certainly Dale Boucher qualifies as one of them at 16.16 seconds. Alazura giving it what he could with the Ford Ranger, but it wasn't enough.
All right, coming up next, it's going to be the Skull Crusher, and he'll be going against the Iron Butterfly.
I'll tell you what, the Iron Butterfly machine of Tom Feeney has actually been fairly impressive here. He qualified the #11 spot. Steve Helms leaves the line first, though. Helms and the Skull Crusher did a heck of a job in qualifying. Does a good job on that jump.
The Butterfly is just so heavy.
I'll tell you what, this guy's really making this a race.
Look at this. Look at this. Hold it.
That is by far one of the closest possible races. Listen to the crowd. The 22,000-pound band makes it literally a matter of inches at the finish line. Look at this battle. And the Skull Crusher wins at 18.41 seconds, a losing 18.61 seconds for the band.
Oh, here comes Bigfoot, driven by Andy Brass. Now, this is a new Bigfoot racer.
Right, the lightest Bigfoot ever at about 10,200 pounds, and he'll be taking on the lady.
Meredith Dalton in the AM/PM box.
She was pretty impressive, but the Bigfoot team ended up qualifying number 3 in this field.
Whoa!
Unbelievable air by both machines. Nobody's like putting it here.
Meredith is not afraid of this hot rod. Look at this, look at this.
Tell you what, she made a heck of a race of it. Andy Brass gets there first. But Meredith Dalton wasn't too far behind at all. Excellent job by the lady in the AM/PM box. But Andy Brass finally came up with the quickest run. You bet, the quickest run of this event. 12.59 seconds. The lady goes through at 14.13 seconds. That's also one of the quickest runs we've seen.
It certainly is.
Great job, and I'll tell you, she takes a beating in that cab.
All right, coming up next, it's going to be the Predator, driven by Alan Azo.
We saw that Michigan driver have a lot of engine problems when he was racing and qualifying, but this is one guy that could win it all.
You better believe it. Fred Schaefer from Pontoon, Illinois, in barefoot.
A lot of people say Freddie Schaefer builds the toughest motors in the sport. Look at the jump! Unbelievable air. Alan Azo doing everything he can, but he's not going to be able to make this up.
Oh, hang on, here we go.
I'll tell you what, Pezo with the engine problems again actually made a battle out of that. But Freddie Schaefer may be close to beating the 12.59 second run we just saw by Bigfoot. The supercharged Chevrolet out of Illinois. Freddie Schaefer always means business. Watch this jump. Unbelievable, perfect form. Watch the landing, watch the front tires compress, and a huge bounce. I'll tell you, at a lap time in the mid-14s, he's going to be tough. And here's the kid that shocked us by qualifying number 2.
Sure is. Four-wheel crazy, driven by Rob Morris.
The new youngster from Fort Worth, Texas, with a brand new Ford Ranger could be one of the big underdogs in this event. He'll be up against Gary Schott, the number 7 qualifier with the Exterminator Chevy, and he did a great job in qualifying. Who do you pick here, Jerry?
Well, this could be a close race.
I'll tell you, the kid in the Ford has been strong.
Rob Morris is, let's watch it now. Here we go. Up, and over.
Good launch by both machines. Definitely this will be a race.
Oh, that four-wheel crazy. I think we better keep an eye on this one.
Going to be, problems for Schott making the last turn, and that will hand it to Rob Morris, the new kid with the new Ford. Obviously, Jim Schott was going to make that a race, Jerry.
Yeah, he certainly would have. He eases it over, stays on the equipment. Let's take another look at four-wheel crazy. 14.55 seconds on Rob Morris.
It's an excellent lap time, and you can see he's keeping it low to the ground on the cars, trying to pick up as much a lap time as he possibly can without losing it in the air. There's a dejected Jim Schott, the Exterminator. He's got to be sick.
Coming up, the Unlimited Finals and the Super Modified. Now, if you don't think these machines aren't loud, we're sitting here on the 4th floor at Anaheim Stadium, and we can feel the power up here.
That's for sure. We're coming back with the supercharged Super Modifieds, the quickest and fastest off-road machines in the world. Stay with us.
Camel,
Semi-final round. We've got the 4 quickest qualifiers in that division, and now it's up to those drivers to determine the champion. We've already seen some of the incredible action that these machines can present, but by far, the heaviest machines in mud racing can definitely plow through the pit here at Anaheim. The Goldbricker Ford, it looks like we may have some problems to start off this battle with the 4 quickest machines. He's talking to the starter, as the supercharged 460 Ford may not be able to make the call. Boy, he's rushing around.